Welcome, everyone. It's so great to have you. I'm Mary Beth Morrison. I'm the president of your Pastel Society of Maine and have been for probably too long, but I love this group. They seem to like me too, so I'm still here. We are, this is the awards night for the 26th Open Jury Pastels Only Show Awards, and I kind of feel proud that it is the 26th because these shows began in, 26 years ago, and we haven't missed a year, even when there was COVID. So that's the year of COVID was the year that we learned about doing virtual. And so we've kind of flip-flopped years and done a lot of virtual and flip. Our thought was to flip a virtual with a real show. So next year, in March and April, we are doing an actual show in Kennebunk, Maine, at the Brickstore Museum. I hope you all will submit, and we will have a wonderful show in that area. It's just great there. All right. So I welcome you, artists, members, and friends. We really appreciate you submitting to our show. It was a beautiful show. I congratulate you, those who were accepted. We're 100 out of 119 artists accepted, and our parameter was one piece per artist. It's kind of a hard choice sometimes. So we have 100 out of 219.
Wow, her audio just went.
Yeah, you can mute for right now. If everyone would mute it, probably. And Carol, you can unmute when we get to you, okay?
Okay, if I start talking and you don't hear anything, remind me.
Okay. As I said, Terry Lynn DeGroy, our usual IT person and my vice president, she's really good at meetings, but she tonight is having her next to last evening and having a gorgeous time there. She'll be coming home on Tuesday. So I have one little piece of news that I want to share, and I do this with a loving heart. We have a screening committee who helps screen images for whatever reason. We have had to disqualify 51 pieces. I'm not sure how to do it, so we'll try. So we had to disqualify 51 pieces, and I want to tell you about why. We had many of them were very poorly cropped. We could see clips, pins, edges. We could see backgrounds. In some cases, they were very, very distracting. So I would encourage you to utilize the edit feature on the show submit. Be careful when you take your photographs of your paintings, and really pay attention to the edit. Moving on, let me just say a big thank you to our juror of selection, Claudette Gamache. She is a longtime resident of Maine and has recently moved to Mid-Coast, California, around Monterey. We miss her, but she's with us in spirit. She was a registered nurse, went on to get her master's in art therapy, and she's a signature member of PSA, PSME, Connecticut Pastel Society, Master Circle at IAPS. And, she is a jewel. You'll see her work everywhere. And then we had wonderful Carol Strock Wasson, who agreed to jury for awards. Anyway, Carol is with us tonight to give her commentary on the award-winning paintings. And let me tell you that the 100 paintings will be visible on the
showsubmit.com gallery for PSME Pastels Only 2026.
so you can see the whole show there. Tonight on this program, we're just going to go through the awards. Carol has many accolades, and we have had Carol for a video demo, a virtual demo, and she was wonderful. She was a signature member of American Women Painters, Chicago Pastel Painters. She's a Master Circle IAPS. She's a plein air painter, and she has had many articles published. Go to her website, Carol Strock Wasson, I think it's fine art, and she has a whole list of articles that you can actually read. It's wonderful. And she hails from Indiana. So we're going to begin the awards. So let me just say a word about this first image. This is Joe Baker, and he was the man who created Show Submit for artists to submit paintings virtually. I worked with him for years with Show Submit, and he was the most generous, kind soul who always would help us. And it really was, it was just, can't say enough good. So we miss Joe. He died in 2025. He was born in 1947. He was a master pastelist with IAPS. He worked with IAPS to develop their website, their new website, and also worked with Treasurer, and he was their IT guy. And so our memorial award this year is in honor of Joe Baker. And now Carol.
I met Joe Baker several times at IAPS. He was such a figure to look up to, and I just loved him. It was such an honor to be able to get to know him and say, I knew Joe when he was helping with IAPS. So this.
So
Oh,
let me just tell you that this is Pastel Society of New Hampshire is this merit award, and it's Figures in the Drizzle by Ling Hui Seng.
yes. And what stood out to me about this painting was the way the sharply defined edges were all around the figure, and there were no other sharp edges within the painting. To me, that really brought in the focal point, because sharp edges equal focal point. And then also there's some value contrast that really brought that in too. But I thought this artist really did a great job of using edges.
Next merit award is to Marilee Klosterman for Foul Weather, and it is the Pastel Society of Cape Cod Merit Award.
What stood out in this painting for me was the powerful value contrast that you see here. The deep velvety darks against a sharp burst of reflected light. That contrast really attracted me. It gives the entire scene a sense of drama and a feel of a dark, wet night. The splashing of the rain, you can feel that too. I loved the way the artist captured that mood. And that's why I picked this one for that award. So congratulations, Marilee.
Okay. This is a merit award for Connecticut Pastel Society, and its genre is still life. And this is Diamond Light by Lori Ann Basham.
Yes, and there were several beautiful florals in the paintings that I judged. but this floral still life stood out and it seemed to glow with luminous colors and confident mark making. I felt she balanced the softness and structure beautifully, letting the shadows and the transparent vase add quiet elegance. The bouquet feels fresh and alive, and it's carried by thoughtful color choices of the painting. So really, I enjoyed this still life the most out of all the still lifes that were in the show. It was a tough decision.
Thank you, Carol.
Oh, hi,
I
Lori.
popped on just in time.
Yes, you did. Nice painting.
Thank you. That was a surprise. Thank you so much.
Well, you're very talented.
Thank you. Right
Everybody
back at
is.
you.
Okay, this merit award is for Central Massachusetts Pastel Society. It's in the abstract category, and this is Evening Garden Colorscape by Diana Rogers.
This painting made me smile. I mean, just looking at it, I got a big smile on my face and thought, oh, what a joyful painting this is. It bursts with color and harmony and energetic energy, and the wide marks, the layered hues. It created a lovely garden-like atmosphere that I just smiled every time I looked at this. I felt that it's a work that you feel emotionally first. And it did for me. I felt it emotionally first. And then I started looking at all the colors. It just had a lovely, vibrant, upbeat feeling to it. So, congratulations.
Okay. This is a merit award for the Pastel Society of America in the portrait, and this is Le Fille et son Père by Melissa Lozano.
Oh, this painting struck me right away as being so sweet and heartfelt. But it's more than just that. It tugs at your heartstring with the emotions that you feel when you look at this. But another thing I thought was very important about this painting was the fact that the artist chose to edit out everything else but what was important to her. And that made a great idea for a painting. I don't need to know anything else that's going on in this scene. It's just very simple and very beautiful, strong emotional feel.
This is the President's Award, and it's Where Mule Deer Roam by Chris Gibson. As president, I do the President's Award, and I just want to say that as a landscape painter, I really appreciated this unusual scene. I felt that it had strong shapes, it had mystery, it was unexpected, and light-filled. So, Chris, I just loved your painting, and it's a painting I could live with, and congratulations.
Down there at the bottom left, Joe Baker
Oh, yeah.
Memorial Award.
Okay,
So it's right in the,
that's fine.
all righty.
The,
I love the way this artist hit the snow with light. She found the shadows. She accented that vibrant orange against the blue of the snow shadows. Very nice painting. It made me think of Joe Baker. Okay, I love the subtle mood this artist got from this painting. It depicts a very short time to paint in the landscape right before it turns dark. And I have found this type of light very difficult to paint because it goes fast. It's there 1 minute and it's gone the next. But the main thing you have to learn to do when you're painting this type of scene is remember, stay in your value groups. And this artist did it. Great job of controlling your value, Kim.
This is honorable mention for a waterscape, and this is for Catching Reflections by Christina Davis.
Yes. Look at the luminosity that she achieved with this painting. Vibrant color, wet looking water, which when you're working with pastel, which is dry, and you're trying to find a way to make water look wet, it's very difficult. And I felt this artist accomplished that. The water feels wet. The evening light has a serenity and a strong sense of place. I know where this place is. Wonderful.
To Kim Morin Weineck, Late Summer Marsh.
Strong direct strokes gave the surface energy and presence, while the winding waterway moves our eye gracefully through the composition. I found this to be very evocative, and I just felt it was a beautifully rendered landscape. Not saying too much, but just saying enough. I love this painting for its bold, strong design. I just was blown away by this. And the only chromatic color in this painting is that blue sky. And what does it do? It sends us back down into the painting where we again want to look at all these angles and diagonal feel. And it's just really, it was really unusual and really caught my attention. Second place.
And this one is our best in show.
Yes.
Sebastian Ilchuk, and his piece is Homeland.
Oh, it was such a beautiful piece. I don't know how big this is, but I think this painting, if it's not big, it deserves to be made big, because even it feels like a big, atmospheric, beautiful painting. Blue and orange as the color harmony, yet we have a wonderful sense of atmosphere. We've got a little bit of a building in the middle ground there, and also a touch in the background to just give us a sense of the size and scale of what we're looking at. Love this piece. Great job. Sebastian. Great job. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I'm just. It's not a big one. It's about 12, I think, and 16. Sorry, I'm now painting, so it's.
You should try to make this painting larger and see what happens.
Okay, thank you for your advice.
It's a beautiful, beautiful colors painting.
Yeah,
love it.
Thank you. It's of course my home place, and it's very special for me. So I'm very glad that I get this award, and thank you for making this event possible for me. And it's great to be here, and I'm a little bit surprised, but sorry for my not so fluently English, but I hope that everything is clear. Thank you very much once again.
You're very welcome. Keep painting. You're doing a great.
Yes, I'm just doing
job.
so. Maybe I have a face with something on some pastels on my face. Yes, yes. Thank you again.
You're very welcome. Well, I would like to tell everyone this was an honor and a privilege to judge this show. There is so much good work in this show, and I had trouble trying to give awards to certain people when I thought, well, I like this too, and that deserves an award. But it's so difficult to be a good judge, because I'm thinking value, edge, color harmony, and that's how I try to judge, but it was very difficult. So you made my job hard to get all these awards for people.
And thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you. It was an honor to judge this show. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Does anyone have a,
Keep on painting. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know.
we'll wrap it up, and thank you so much for being here.